So I wrote this a few days ago, and recently I found a poem that kind of resonates with what I actually wanted to say. So I'm first gonna read this and then the poem. This is what I wrote. Basically it's called The Mundane. It's not what I wanted. I have said that so many times. It so happens that the things I've enjoyed in the past don't make me happy anymore. I'm left unfulfilled, unsatisfied. But what is the end of this human boredom? To what end this can go on? How many rearrangements of the same room, of the sofa, of this chair, of that lamp, and of this table I have to make to stop feeling like I need change, that I need more. I keep hearing that very often these days in the back of my mind. I feel lacking something, like I need to create something, start the things I have left unfinished yet again. Even if I'm sitting on a different side of the room, it's still the same room, but it's not. It's different from how I felt when I first moved in here. This has now become my escape, a place where I don't have to constantly worry about my composure or what's happening around me. But then again, I'll get the feeling of going out in the same world that makes me never want to leave this place. I was thinking of hanging some plants inside because that would be something new, and I've never done that before. Maybe I should be more loud and more assertive about the things I want to do, not just outwardly, but in my mind too. I need to tell myself that I can do the things I've been putting off for so long. It's just a matter of when and how I start. When I first came to this city, I thought I'd get a passport and leave this country, but even the passport making process took so long. At first, I had no idea how to do that, and one night all of a sudden I applied and it felt too easy. It had been put off for so long, and now that passport is sitting on top of my books. The very first room I stayed in was once occupied by a girl who I was told went to the US a few days back before my arrival. So I thought it was a good sign, but I'm not very keen on going to the US, maybe for a few days, but not if I had to live there. But that's not what I'm concerned about right now. I just feel like I need to change, either pierce my ears, start wearing more jewelries, or read more obscure books, record myself, and a lot of other things that I've never thought I'd do. But I'm not sure if I'm just doing that because I'm bored, or is it actually going to help me? At least writing these things is surely helping me a little. The newness of things, once worn off, calls for another undertaking. It's an ongoing, ever-increasing list of things one can do in their capacity to stop the mundane and stillness of everyday objects from clouding their lives. The sofa, after rotating through all different positions in the room, when it comes back to its original state, feels different. And when I circle back to things that I used to enjoy before, it's not my older self, but a new soul that is ready to encompass more sides of myself. It's merely an indication that all of your past selves that you have once enjoyed but had to leave due to other circumstances are now yours and their best versions. And once you have so many things to fall back to, you'll not feel the mundane clouds hovering over you for long. And now the poem I found. The poem was mentioned in a book called Against Nature, which is presumably the book that Dorian Gray reads that Henry gave him. It's called Anywhere Out of the World. Life is a hospital where every patient is obsessed by the desire of changing beds. One would like to suffer opposite the stove, another sure he would get well beside the window. It always seems to me that I should be happy anywhere but where I am. And this question of moving is one that I'm eternally discussing with my soul. Tell me, my soul, poor silly soul, how would you like to live in Lisbon? It must be warm there, and you would be as blissful as a lizard in the sun. It is a city by the sea. They say that it is built of marble, and that its inhabitants have such a horror of the vegetable kingdom that they tear up all the trees. You see, it is a country after my own heart, a country entirely made of mineral and light, and with liquid to reflect them. My soul doesn't reply. Since you're so fond of being motionless and watching the gentry of movement, would you like to live in the beatific land of Holland? Perhaps you could enjoy yourself in that country which you have so long admired in paintings on museum walls. What do you say to Rotterdam, you who love forests of masts and ships that are moored on the doorsteps of houses? My soul remains silent. Perhaps you would like Batavia better. There, moreover, we should find the wit of Europe wedded to the beauty of the tropics. Not a word. Can my soul be dead? Have you sunk into so deep a stupor that you are happy only in your unhappiness? If that is the case, let us fly to countries that are the counterfeits of death. I know just the place for us, poor soul. We will pack up our trunks, returning, or we will go still farther to the farthest end of the Baltic Sea, still farther from life if possible. We will settle the pole. There the sun only obliquely grazes the earth, and the slow alternations of daylight and night abolish variety and increase that other half of nothingness, monotony. There we can take deep baths of darkness, while sometimes for our entertainment the aurora borealis will shoot up its rose-red shafts like the reflections of the fireworks of hell. At last my soul explodes. Anywhere, just so it is out of the world. So it's the same question of, like, wherever you go or are, it just never ends, this question. So maybe the answer is that there is no answer.